Hello students, welcome back to our IES General Economics Paper 3 2026 preparation series. And before solving today's question, let us understand why this topic is extremely important. The IES examination is one of India's most competitive examinations for the economist. And the General Economics Paper 3 focuses heavily on the microeconomics, industrial organization, welfare economics, public economics, and the applied theory. And one of the examiner's favorite numerical areas is third degree price discrimination, where a monopolist sells the same product in the different markets at different prices. And these questions test your understanding of the profit maximization, marginal revenue, marginal cost, and the price elasticity of demand simultaneously. And today's question is a continuation of the previous part. So let's solve it systematically. Question is, previously we found for the market 1, Q1 is 8 and P1 is 60. And for the market 2, Q2 is 7 and P2 is 110. Now we have to find the maximum profit, price elasticity of demand in market 1 and price elasticity of demand in market 2. So first, calculate the total revenue. Revenue means TR, this is P into Q. So for the market 1, TR1, this is 60 into 8. So this is 480. And for the market 2, this is TR2, this is 110 into 7. So this is 770. Okay. So therefore, TR, this will be 480 plus 770. So this is 1250. Okay. So total revenue is 1250 now. Now, always calculate the individual market revenues first and then add them together. Many students directly multiply the average price by the total quantity, which is completely wrong because the prices are different in the different markets. So, whenever markets are segmented, revenue must always be calculated separately. Okay. Now, the cost function is C equal to 50 plus 40Q. And total output Q, this is Q1 plus Q2, right? So this is 8 plus 7, 15. So substitute it, C equal to 50 plus 40 into 15. So this is 650. Okay. So the total cost, this is 650. Now, find the maximum profit. Profit is pi. So this is TR minus T. Okay. So substitute the values. 1250 minus 650. So this is 600. Okay. So what is the maximum profit? 600. Now, notice something interesting. The fixed cost of rupees 50 reduced to profit, but it did not affect the optimal prices. Why? Because the fixed cost does not affect the marginal cost, and since the pricing depends on MR, this is MC, fixed costs have no role in determining the profit maximizing price. So this is one of the most frequently tested conceptual question in the ISS. Okay. Now, calculate the elasticity in market 1. So demand function Q1, this is 32 minus 0.4 P1. So differentiate. So the elasticity formula is so substitute P equal to 60 and Q equal to 8. So E1, this will be 0.4 into 60 by 8. So this is 3. So E1 is 3. Okay. Now calculate the elasticity in market 2. Demand function Q2, this is 18 minus 0.1 P2. So differentiate. Now substitute P equal to 110 and Q equal to 7. So therefore E2, this is 0.1 into 110 by 7. So this is 11 by 7. It's near about 1.57. Okay. So E2 is near about 1.57. Now, let us connect the mathematics with the economics. Observe carefully. For the market 1, E1 is 3 and for the market 2, E2 is 1.57. Now, which market is more elastic? Obviously, market 1. Where did the monopolist charge the higher price? In the market 2. Exactly. And this perfectly verifies the famous economic principle. A monopolist charges a higher price in the market when the demand is less elastic. Okay, so this is one of the most beautiful applications of the elasticity theory. Look, there is another important concept that is often asked in the examination. For a monopolist, P minus MC by P, this is 1 by E. So this is called the Lerner index of monopoly power. Okay, so this tells us smaller elasticity means greater monopoly power, and that means higher markup over or marginal cost. So whenever you study the price discrimination, remember this relationship because it links the pricing directly with the elasticity. Okay, so see you in the next video with a new question, guys. Bye bye.